Hello everyone! Welcome to today's video. As expected, we got the reveal livestream video from GGG Studio and the game director spoke about a lot of new things. I must admit, what we are going to get on the 4th of April is awesome. I've gathered a few points that are worth discussing and I'll go through them today. Certainly, some things might be left out, but I can confidently say that we'll almost need to relearn the game. Let's see the trailer first.
We as Mary are guided by the Spirit. It provides prey, shelter, even love. But for me, one day, all that were changed. The Spirit, it showed me something. Something forbidden. And to defend all I loved, I used it. I lost everything that day. But fate won't finish with me yet. I'll right the wrongs I've done. I'll do what I must, no matter the cost. I will hear the Spirit once more.
Let's get started. Next week, the new patch notes will be released containing all the essential information we need. I'm certain that it will include far more details than the game directors could list during the live stream, as the notes will showcase even the smallest changes. We will probably get quite a few nerfs regarding different builds or skills, but perhaps they won't be too drastic. 100 new support gems. 100 new support gems are a lot indeed. If we receive a list and simply read through what these are, it would almost be impossible to remember every one of them. Naturally, those will be categorized to indicate which gems can be used for specific skills, but it's still quite a significant amount. Knowing that the new class's weapon will be a spear, I believe the majority of the 25 new skills will be related to this weapon. Among these 100 new gems, there will also be new ones dedicated to existing skills. I'm curious to see what they will be. We can take a look at 4 of these on the official POE2 website. Of course, we are getting 100 new unique items added to the game alongside the existing ones, which, let's be honest, is quite a lot. I'm curious to see which pinnacle bosses will drop these items and whether there will be opportunities to obtain the better ones on Atlas maps, or perhaps by upgrading normal items with chance orbs. There are 1-2 exceptionally strong items among these which we cannot view on the official site, but we saw them during the livestream, like the following body armor. It's quite powerful on its own, as it allows us to obtain all 3 Herald skills at level 19 without using spirits. This armor allows us to use these 3 skills without using skill slots, and the 37% elemental resistance is also significant. Of course, we are now seeing the best possible version of this item, but I can imagine very strong combinations if this armor becomes corrupted. There's still a lot that was showcased during the stream, and it's worth going through them all, but I wouldn't spend more time on this. Let's jump to the next topic. 3 new Ascendancies are arriving into the game, providing us with new options beyond the choices we have previously known. The warrior will become the Smith of Kitava. The character can gain unique abilities related to blacksmithing that will give special abilities to its weapon. The mercenary can become a kind of supportive tactician. Specializing in martial command, he is able to support his allies but isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. Finally, the witch becomes a lich. She will be a master of chaos and curses, sacrificing lives and so on. I personally really like undead characters. I can't wait to try out the new witch besides the Huntress. There are many other changes coming to the game that we don't know much about yet. That is why I'm really looking forward to the next week's patch notes, where we will get even more details. I'll list the next few updates briefly, but each of them is a significant change for the future of the game. There will be changes to the crafting system. A new wisp mechanic is coming, but unfortunately only a little is known about it so far. Rogue exiles will appear on maps, posing a great challenge to players, creating a sort of PvP situation. Omens will drop 2.5 times more frequently, new runes and rune tiers will be added to the game, fracturing orbs will be introduced, which can make an affix permanent on an item, allowing you to keep it while changing the other attributes. For the endgame, lots of things are coming, such as 7 new maps with completely new designs. There will be corrupted bosses with specific unique items. Tablets will include twice as many mechanics, and there will also be unique tablets. Additionally, up to 3 tablets can be inserted into a tower. Maps may include more portals or just one, depending on the difficulty of the modifiers. And there's so much more fun awaiting us. And now let's move on to what I think is the most important, that is the new class, the Huntress. We saw a quick summary of the character during the livestream, and I have to admit it really sparked my imagination regarding potential builds. This character will be able to use a full bleed build combined with bloodlust and explosions. Another feature I found interesting is the ability to simultaneously use all elemental elements, generating tornadoes on fire, lightning or ice. You will even be able to resurrect rare monsters or map bosses, depending, I assume, on how much spirit you can allocate from your spirit-consuming passive skill. Thanks to the spear, the Huntress can be both a melee and a ranged character, which again opens up a world of possibilities. As for the Ascendancy, you will have to choose between the Ritualist and the Amazon. My plan for the next season is to start with the new Huntress character, specifically with the Ritualist Ascendancy. The Ritualist brings a skill point that allows you to use an extra ring, and an additional point in this pass grants a 25% bonus to both rings and the amulet. If we combine these features with the Ingenuity belt and possibly an Astromantis, it could result in an attribute stacker character even more powerful than those we have seen before. Of course, there are still some uncertainties, such as which direction the skill tree will take and whether items like the Ingenuity belt or Astromantis might be nerfed. Regardless, the characters looks very promising. Let me know in the comments what you will be starting with. That's all we could fit into today's video. I hope you enjoyed the summary and see you in the next one. Take care.